brass, slow with wind, pick up notes into 18. Fine measure 18. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and. Everybody knows where we are? Pickups to 18. Pickups to 18. Bum, 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 bum. Everybody understand what we're doing? Bum, 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 up to that high note, not about loud, it's about in tune. So if you need to back up a little bit and then alter it to get it high enough. Slow brass, slow winds. Can we just hear the pickup notes? Comes in on the end of 2, correct? We're missing it. End of 2. Again. One more punch. One more punch. Last time? Very good. You need to play a little bit more on your own. Do it now. You have about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to need to stop. Okay? Go ahead.
All right, we'll go ahead and get this thing started. Good afternoon, parents, relatives, and friends. My name is Michael Wessinger, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to serve as an assistant principal here at Nation Forward High School. We gather here this afternoon to honor our graduates. I ask that those in the stands remain seated and refrain from shouting, clapping, or any behavior that might take away the attention from our graduates during the presentation of diplomas. Upon the last graduate crossing the stage, I ask that each of you join me in giving the class of 2025 an arousing standing ovation at that time. It is essential that every graduate in the ceremony be given the dignity, respect, and honor due on this happy occasion. Each person in attendance came to convey their respect and support to their graduate, and they deserve to hear clearly the specific name of the graduate called and see them walk across the stage without distraction. Please help us make this a dignified ceremony that honors each graduate. They certainly deserve it. Thank you.
It's a bad idea, but how can I help myself? Been inside for most this year, and I thought a few drinks, they might help. It's been a while, my dear, dealing with the cards life dealt. I'm still holding back these tears when my friends are somewhere else. I pictured this year a little bit different when it hit February. A step in the bar, it hit me so hard. Oh, how can it be this heavy? Every song reminds me you're gone, and I feel the lump form in my throat. 'Cause I'm here alone, just dancing with my eyes closed. everywhere I look, I still see you. Time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I'll keep dancing with my close. So I'll keep dancing with my delusion is here again, and I think you'll come home soon. But what brings me right back in? Then it's only me that's in this room. I guess I could just pretend the colors are more than blue, but I lost more than my friend. I can't help but missing you. I pictured this month a little bit different. No one is ever ready, and when it unfolds, you get in a hole. Oh, how can it be this heavy? Everything changes, nothing's the same, except the truth is now you're gone. Life just goes on. So I'm dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. And time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I'll keep dancing with my close. So I'll keep dancing with my close. Oh, I keep dancing with my. They're shutting the bar, they're cleaning the floor, and everyone is already home, but I'm on my own, still dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. Time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I'll keep dancing with my eyes closed. Oh, I keep dancing with my eyes closed. Oh, I keep dancing with my.
Perform Aaron, your instrument, please. Perform Aaron, your instrument, please. Perform Aaron, your instrument, please. Go. And we only do it 4 times.
faculty and staff, beloved family and friends, and my fellow graduates, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the Nation Ford High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. We ask that you please rise for the presentation of colors and join in singing the national anthem. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps. You may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lena Baki, and it has truly been an honor to serve as the student body president. For those of you who don't know me, I'm that voice you were trying to ignore every morning on announcements. I am so excited to share this monumental day with all of you as we celebrate the achievements of the class of 2025. If you take a moment to look around this Coliseum, you'll notice that we, the graduating class, are not sitting here alone. And that's because we couldn't have made it here on our own. Our success is the result of the support, guidance, and encouragement we've received from all of those surrounding us. With that in mind, I'd like to start by expressing my deepest gratitude to those who helped us get here. Let's hear it for the teachers. Let's hear it for the parents. Let's hear it for us graduates. I like this crowd, okay. Thank you to our teachers who have taught us to think critically, inspired us to be the best versions of ourselves, and guided us with unwavering support. To the administration and staff, thank you for creating an environment where we could flourish, and for providing the resources we needed to succeed. And to our loved ones, thank you for your constant love, encouragement, and sacrifices that have made this journey possible. I'd also like to take a moment to express some personal thanks to my mother, father, sister Mira, and brother Ziad, who didn't just love and support me, but knew me, even in moments I didn't quite know myself. The greatest honor I hold is being your daughter and your little sister. Most of us entered high school nervous, not really sure what to expect, but excited nonetheless. We were lost, both figuratively and literally. I know I definitely was. The first day of freshman year, I had my brother draw me a map of the school and was sure that I would then know my way around the building. And, well, things didn't exactly go as planned, considering I couldn't find the main gym. And in hindsight, looking back, he wasn't much of an artist, and I was definitely not a navigator. But despite all our blunders and missteps along the way, we somehow made it here. We became upperclassmen, seniors, the big fish in the small pond of high school. And once again, we are becoming little fish. But this time, we're swimming into what appears to be an endless ocean. We're leaving behind bells that tell us when to eat lunch, and teachers we avoid eye contact with when we don't really know the answer. We are entering the real world, whatever that means. And I'll be honest, it's a little scary. I'm a little scared for myself, and based on some of the driving I've seen in the senior parking lot, I'm a little scared for you guys too. But beneath that fear is something greater. There's excitement, curiosity, and hope. There's uncertainty ahead of us, but with that uncertainty comes never-ending possibilities. Look into your heart. What matters to you? What kind of life do you hope to build? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Listen to this inner voice and hold on to it tightly. It is your purpose, your vision, and your drive. Now that we've looked in, let us look out. Look out to the future that awaits us. Vast, uncertain, and full of promise. Welcome again to this graduation ceremony, and class of 2025, let's welcome all the good that lies ahead of us.
Good afternoon, everyone. To the faculty, families, friends, and of course, the class of 2025, welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Anjali Dash, and it is an honor to stand before you as your salutatorian. Standing here today feels surreal. This stage, this moment, this milestone, it's something we've all imagined for years. And now that it's here, I'm filled with gratitude, excitement, and maybe a tiny bit of nerves. But mostly, I'm honored to speak on behalf of a class that I've come to admire deeply. Let's start with the obvious. We made it. Through tests, essays, all-nighters, tears, Red Bulls, and, you guessed it, more tests, we made it. We survived Spirit Weeks, senioritis, AP exam season, Google Docs crashing at 11:59, and morning traffic that made just 5 more minutes a risky life choice. And here we are, caps on, gown zipped, ready for whatever's next. And that's what I want to talk about today. What's next? Graduation is often called the end of a chapter. But the thing is, this isn't the final chapter. It's not even the middle of the book. If you think about it, it's more like the end of the prologue. The part where the main character is still figuring out who they are, where the lighting is a little bit dramatic, and the soundtrack is building. The story really begins now. Some of us are heading to college, others to work, the military, gap years, or paths still being carved out. And while our destinations may differ, we all share the same blank page ahead. Now, the future can be exciting, but it can also be terrifyingly uncertain. There's no Google Classroom dashboard for life, no syllabus to tell us what to expect, and definitely no Life 101 class, where we're graded on how many times we call the doctor ourselves without asking mom first. And let's be honest, if there was a syllabus for adulthood, we'd all be scrolling to the end trying to find out when nap time is. The world we're stepping into doesn't come with step-by-step instructions. The decisions we face won't always be multiple choice. There will be moments when we doubt ourselves, when we feel lost, when we wonder if we're on the right path. And still, we go forward. Because here's the truth. Uncertainty isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. It means we have room to grow, space to dream, and the freedom to become who we're meant to be, not who we were told to be. We will make mistakes. We will take wrong turns. Some of us may even wash our whites with our reds and learn the hard way that adulting is just Googling things and hoping for the best. But we will learn and we will keep going, because growth doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence, from choosing every single day to keep showing up, to keep trying, to keep believing that we are more capable than we know. The future isn't a test to pass. It's a journey to take. And we get to write it, one choice, one step, one leap of faith at a time. So if I can leave you with anything today, let it be this. Don't be afraid of what's next, even when it's hard, even when it feels like no one else sees it. Take risks that matter. Say yes to the challenges that stretch you. Speak up for what you believe in. Chase the version of your life that excites you, not just the one that feels the safest. Because you are more prepared than you think. You are more capable than you know. And your story, it's just beginning. So take that first step with boldness, with hope, and with the unshakable belief that what lies ahead is not just a future to fear, but a future to build, to shape, and to rise into. We were never meant to stay still. We were meant to move forward, with purpose, with passion, and with heart, and maybe with a little bit of caffeine. But before we take our next steps, I want to take a moment to recognize the people who got us here. To the Nation Forward faculty and staff, thank you for supporting us every step of the way. Whether it was keeping the school running smoothly, lending a listening ear, or offering guidance when we needed it most. Your dedications behind the scenes created an environment where we could learn, grow, and succeed. To our teachers, we owe you more than words can express. Thank you for every lesson planned, every paper graded, and every moment of patience, even on the days we showed up tired, overwhelmed, or distracted. Thank you for showing us that learning is about more than facts. It's about curiosity, resilience, and the courage to keep trying. To my classmates, thank you for making high school unforgettable. From football games to late-night FaceTimes, group projects that tested our patience, and random moments that became inside jokes, this class is something special. We've grown up together, supported each other, and created memories that will last long after the tassels are turned. And to my parents, thank you. As an only child, you've been my entire cheer squad, support system, and occasionally quality control department. You've pushed me when I wanted to give up and reminded me of who I am when I forgot. Your sacrifices, your love, and your belief in me are the reason I'm standing here today. I love you more than you will ever know. Class of 2025, the future is bright and it starts today. We don't have to wait to make an impact. The world needs our ideas, our voices, and our passion now. Whether you go on to cure diseases, write books, build bridges, or become TikTok famous, do it with purpose. Let's chase the futures that make us proud. Let's be kind, be brave, and be curious. Let's build lives we're excited to live. And when it gets hard, and it will, remember this moment. Remember that once, in the small town of Fort Mill, at a school called Nation Ford, a group of teenagers stood together in caps and gowns on the edge of everything and said, "Let's go." Congratulations, class of 2025. The future is waiting. Let's go make some noise. Thank you.
Good afternoon, graduates, Nation Ford faculty, families, district office administration, and board of trustees. Welcome to the Nation Ford commencement ceremony for the class of 2025. I would first like to start by sharing my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. This is an amazing graduating class that has worked extremely hard and deserves all of our praise. We will begin by recognizing important individuals who are present today. First, please stand if you have served in the armed forces, are currently serving in the armed forces, or are one of our graduates designated by the red, white, and blue cord who have already made the decision to enlist in the armed forces. Thank you for your incredible sacrifice and service. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. You may be seated. Joining me on stage are leaders whose love and vision has supported our graduates along their educational journey. If these distinguished guests would please stand and please hold your applause until the end. Fort Mill School Board trustees, Board Chair, Ms. Christy Spears, Vice Chair, Ms. Lippy Pratt, Mr. Anthony Bodie, Mr. Wayne Bolden, Ms. Michelle Brannon, Dr. Scott Frateroli, and Mr. Joe Helms. Also on stage, Superintendent Dr. Chuck Epps, Associate Superintendent Leanne Lordo, Assistant Superintendent Joe Romanek, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Michael Wakesness, Assistant Superintendent and soon-to-be Superintendent Mr. Gray Young, Executive Director of Elementary Education Peter Ollinger, Executive Director of Secondary Education Dr. Gail Scroggs, and Executive Director of Leadership Development Ms. Jocelyn Young. Nation Ford High School Assistant Principals, Ms. Christy Cruft, Ms. Trina McFadden, Ms. Bridget McSheehan, Mr. Ernest Pogue, and Mr. Michael Wessinger. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you for all you do for the students of Nation Ford High School and the Fort Mill School District. Thank you for your leadership and commitment to our students. It is my honor to recognize our retiring faculty and staff members. We have 6 retirees this year. Ms. Ashley Hicks, Ms. Jane McCready, Mr. Ernest Pogue, Mr. Benson Cisse, Ms. Dana Gibson, and Dr. Chuck Epps. Retirees, will you please stand? Thank you for everything you've done to help our students be successful. We're going to miss working with you and are so grateful for your dedication to our students. Will the faculty and staff of Nation Ford High School please stand? The faculty and staff of Nation Ford High School are second to none. We are blessed to have a dedicated and compassionate faculty who work tirelessly to help our students. I want to take this opportunity to publicly say thank you for everything you've done. Please join me in applauding the hard work and dedication of our faculty and staff. Also celebrating with us today are the families of our graduates who have supported and journeyed through life with them and have made this day possible. Please join me in recognizing the families of our graduates. Today, we honor an outstanding graduating class who have distinguished themselves in academics, the arts, athletics, and student leadership. The class of 2025 set a high standard of excellence for future graduating classes. 48 of our students are eligible for the Palmetto Fellowship Scholarship. In addition, this class will have 133 honor graduates walking the stage. These graduates are graduating with a 4.5 or higher GPA. The total scholarship awards earned by our graduates stands at $13,701,000. Families and guests, this is an outstanding graduating class. At this time, I would like to honor two of these graduates, Lena Baki and Anjali Dash. Please come to the podium. Anjali, it is our honor to present you completing your high school career with an earned GPA of 5.590, the 2025 Salutatorian Medal of Honor. Lena Baki, it is our honor to present to you completing your high school career with an earned GPA of 5.60, the 2025 Valedictorian Medal of Honor. Congratulations. So proud of you. The class of 2025 is extremely special to me. We started at Nation Ford together. You've helped me to grow as much over these last 4 years as hopefully I've helped you to grow. As I looked out at you graduates, I'm elated for you, but I'm also sad to see you go. As a school leader, I am most adamant about students finding a place to belong while in school because I know that students do better when they feel that sense of belonging. When I had moments of doubt or felt like I didn't belong, you've encouraged me. You've made me feel like I belong. This gives me so much hope for the class of 2025. While you're smart, hardworking, and talented, you're also kind, spirited, which has been mostly a good thing, and fun. Graduates, I encourage you to always be the type of person that seeks to make others feel valued and loved. The graduates sitting before us are ready to impact our world in a positive way. As I look out at our amazing graduates, I'm filled with immense pride. They built on a tradition of excellence at Nation Ford and made our school a better place to be. Graduates, I hope you know as you graduate that you are loved by our faculty and staff and that I dearly, dearly love you. You are always a member of the school family. Nation Ford is a special school, the best school because of you. Thank you.
So I know some of you are probably thinking, what is she doing up here again? And honestly, I can't blame you for that. But in all seriousness, I am truly humbled and grateful to address you one more time. As I look out in front of me, I see such a beautifully diverse class. Some of us spent all 4 years here. Some of us joined just this year. Some of us balanced jobs with school, others focused on sports, the arts, or simply trying to survive each day. For some of us, graduating high school was a given. Others went through so much to get to this moment today. Yet, here we all are, all wearing the same robes, the same funky hats, and in a few moments, walking the same stage. I'd go as far to say that we are almost identical. Genetically, humans share 99.9% of the same DNA. That means if you zoom into any of our cells, nearly everything you'd find there is also inside each of you. While that 0.1% difference is small, it gives rise to the beautiful diversity of cultures, perspectives, and experiences we see around the world. Take, for instance, the diversity of dance. From ballet in France and Italy, to salsa in Cuba, to the debke in Lebanon and Palestine, to the hula in the Hawaiian Islands, Cotton Eye Joe in South Carolina, and whatever TikTok trend went viral last week at Nation Ford. It is clear that all these dances are very different from each other, but if you were to see them performed, you would notice they all share a sense of rhythm, movement, storytelling, connection, and celebration. They are all products of our humanity, our attempts to express ourselves and understand the world around us. And when you look at them that way, the differences, they start to blur. But if you listened to the world around us, you'd think that 0.1% difference is a bad thing, and that this difference should divide us into categories. What we look like, who we love, where we come from, what we believe, how we speak. Over time, we've chosen to focus on the 0.1%, to divide ourselves by class, race, gender, religion, sexuality, nationality. And too often, we've used those differences to justify hate, to justify violence. My message today is simple. Let's not repeat this pattern. Let us be the ones that adjust the scope, that choose to see the 99.9%. Let us honor the life and dignity of all people, regardless of what side of a border they were born on, whether they worship Mother Earth, God, or nothing at all, whether they have a different shade of skin or if they express their identity differently. Our education that we have today, it was not a guarantee, it was a privilege. And with that privilege comes a responsibility to ensure it means something. I ask you today, help the world see the 99.9% more clearly. In a few moments, we will all be handed a diploma. But it is not just a piece of paper. This diploma is a torch. It is our privilege and responsibility to keep it glowing into a brighter fire so that we may use it to burn away divisions and illuminate the common humanity in us all. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to share this moment with you today. And of course, congratulations to the class of 2025. As we, the class of 2025, prepare to receive our diploma, I ask those watching us today to please refrain from applause or other celebratory expressions until the end of the ceremony, so that we may hear the names of all of our fellow graduates.
Parents, families of graduates, and guests, we are grateful at this ceremony that we are able to honor every single one of our graduates. As a result, it is our tradition during our graduation ceremony to hold all applause to the end so that each family present can hear the name of their graduate spoken. At this time, Nation Ford High School class of 2025, please prepare for the presentation of diplomas. Dr. Epps, Board of Trustee members, Nation Ford faculty, families, and friends, as principal of Nation Ford High School, I hereby declare these students have met all the requirements set forth by the state of South Carolina to receive their high school diploma. Graduates, prepare to receive your diplomas.
Lena May Baki. Anjali Dash. Jalal Ezekiel Antonio Abdul Hamid. Annette Andrade Abrego. Juliet Cecilia Adams. Benjamin Aguilar Nieves. Liliana Grace Albert. Cameron Brian Allen. Chase Beauregard Allen. Melody Nevia Allen. Daniel Alexander Alvarez. Anna Maria Alvarez Perez. Elian Guillermo Alzate Hurtado. John Stephen Alzate Hurtado. Joshua Richard Amio. Caroline Whitley Anderson. Ava Victoria Arnautovich. Naren Arimprashkash. Noah William Ash. Matthew Evan Ayers. Alexander Samir Baden. Ava Joanna Baldino. Jada Sahania Baldwin. Ebony Renee Barnes. Caden Thomas Barnett. Aubrey Mikhail Barney. Brooke Ellis Barrett. Jake Kenneth Barrier. Lucas Edward Bars. Javon Geisen Lamar Bass. Lauren Elizabeth Basing. Jordan Lee Battle. Taylor Grace Battle. Justin Xavier Baxter. James Elijah Beauchamp. Megan Catherine Becker. Olivia Renee Bennett. Alexander Davis Bentley. Ashlyn Marie Berdu. Natalie Deanne Burns. Dakota David James Bay. Claire Lee Biggs. Nihal S. Bijou. Lucas James Billings. Naomi Caroline Berkmeyer. Luke Alfred Kenneth Bieland. James Michael Blagg. Haley Elise Blum. Ava Clarity Bloomhart. Catherine Ann Bodell. Emily Elizabeth Bojanowski. Eberly Marie Bolduc. Nainika Bopana. Brianna Hope Borgeson. Gabriella Elena Brailsford. Jackson Avery Brailsford. Carson Sophia Brewer. Justin Matthew Brink. Caden Elijah Broom. Andrew John Brown. Ethan Matthew Brown. Layla Camille Brown. Matthew Allen Brown. Yal Apopku Bunansi. Faith Amelia Buckle. Morgan Elizabeth Beekline. Sophia Ellen Bujaranu. Derek James Bylone Van Sandwick. Keaton Thomas Bird. Owen William Carrico. Vincent Rocco Calvache. Gabriella Grace Stater Campbell. Carly Rose Kavanov. Enrique Gabriel Carcamo. Savannah Grace Chambers. Mackay Christian Chansey. Michael Emmanuel Chavez. Jaquise Taiwan Cherry. Jackson Walker Childs. Benjamin David Chuddy. Sorel Maria Chakowski. Elena Therese Sismated. Natalia Simone Cloud. Mia Ella Clyburn. Hannah Zakiah Cochran. Emma Ray Kaufman. Harrison Asher Collette. Nicholas Charles Collier. Miles Alexander Lyons Connell. Catherine Raylan Connor. Riley Joshua Cook. Janeri Sulaidi Corden. Georgia Anise Cox. Reginald Arvell Elijah Crawley Johnson. Hallie Madison Chrysostomo. Hannah Marie Chrysostomo. Jules Dan Crosby. Rowan Thoreau Cumberledge. Chance Jermal Curitan. Caitlin Grace Dahlhauser. Dathan Christopher Daly. Anaya Marie Daniels. Zariah Nevea Davis. Williams Ronaldo Delcid Almaraz Jarez. Derek Aldolfo de Leon. Fernando Jesus Delgado. Simet Valentina Delgado Valera. Everett Allen Demby. Kaya Kalpeshkumar Dulea. Isabella Angelina Diaz. Gerson Osiel Diaz Cardona. Andrew Lee Diedrich. Aaliyah Joy Dillard. Sophia Teoa Doe. Kelsey Bella Dominic. Cameron Leah Donahue. Ajanira Shemarie Douglas. Reed James Douglas. Savian Gage Drayton. Griffin Wyatt Duncan. Grace Elizabeth Dunnery. Jackson Ryan Dye. Ryan Foster Dyer. Eric Otto Dykes. Xavier Khalik Earl. Alexander James Eaton. Brooklyn Madison Edwards. Eli Jacob Edwards. Tyler Jacob Edwards. Madeline Grace Eisenman. Carter Lee Engel. Amelie Beline Arazo Garcia. Ross Amias Esparcia Jr. Caitlin Brooks Udy. Matthew Franklin Everett. Yusuf Zishan Fazli. Elizabeth Rose Ferretti. Austin Dale Fiedler. Seamus Owen Fink. Austin Trace Fleming. Samir Flores Velasquez. Deshaun Anthony Flowers. Thomas Uriah Fowler. Maximus Gerard Frankie. Dominic Leo Bradaroli. Alexander Isaac Gabriel. Victoria Martina Garcias. April Marie Garcia. Mohammed Umar Gatu. Elliot Darcy Gabo. Michaela Grace Jenica. Daniel Russell Gilstorf. Angel Gabriel Gonzalez Trejo. Jasmine Elise Gurdon. William Cade Gowdy. Tice Oler Greer. Joseph Nathaniel Gregory. Ansley Stewart Griffin. Catherine Lucille Griggs. Olivia Hamilton Hahn. Emmett Robertson Hall. Kendall Jackson Hammonds. Catherine Ann Hanson. Cole Hayden Hare. Nikayla Madison Harewood. Jacob David Harris. Lachlan Joseph Harris. Justin Dale Hatcher. Cassandra Lynn Hossman. Vivian Grace Hay. Mason David Haynes. Emma Mackenzie Helms. Jill Aaron Hennessy. Matthew Joseph Hernandez. Johanny Isabella Hernandez Barahona. Karina Hernandez Ramirez. Guillermo Hernandez Wong. Angel Alexia Hicks. Caitlin Valerie Holden. Elena Rose Holyfield. Anna Gail Holmes. Jade Savannah Elizabeth Holt. Caroline Frances Honeycutt. Harriet Maya Horsley. Joseph Huang. Ayana Faye Hudson. Enzo Raul Herta. Chandler Amir Hunter. Jaden Van Hussein. Aiden Trong Nguyen. Jose Eduardo Ibarra Garcia. Sabir Suleiman Ibrahim. Santiago Jose Uzurieta. Ava Elizabeth Jennison. Brian Jimenez Gutierrez. Keegan Landry Lee Johnson. Neil Maurice Johnson II. Geneva Jassian William Jonathan. Beckett Patrick Jones. Olivia Brianna Jones. Jessica Juarez Hernandez. Milo William Kahn. Adria Presley Kari. Micah Templeton K. Trevor A. Keaton. Tyler Brian Kimmerlin. Bailey Faith Kidwell. Max Willem Kiefer. Allison Marie Knopf. Lauren Ann Colas. Nolan Alexander Kahns. Carson Laurie Krieger. Harrison Louis Lapointe. Ethan Frederick Lazar. Renee Rochelle LeBlanc. Jada Destiny Lee. Maya Jordan Lee. Bo Burton Lesh. Mary Kathleen Lassard. Elizabeth Christine Levine. Olivia Claire Lyles. Alec Dalton Lindenberg. Swaminatha Srivatva Lanu. Jamie Lopez Miramontes. Abigail Louise Loser. Benjamin Charles Loser. Emery Philip Lovedahl. Amara Nicole Love. Amara Nicole Love. Derek Christian Lowe. Taylor Hope Luchivo. Yahayo Ma. Andrew Nkeosi So Chuwu Maroa Buchuku. Hadley Grace Mark. Caden Tiago Marquise. Emerson Violet Martin. Jumana Vernita Martin. Talon Christian Martin. Julia Ann Matthew. Sarah Peyton McCaskill. Mackenzie Annalise McLean. Selena Giselle McClinton. Owen Michael McCullough. Evan Manuel McFadden. Amira Sulaim McGee. Molly Aaron McKeever. Antonia Devon McKinney. Pratham Sanukumar Mehta. Dulce Maria Melendez Fontalvo. Jackson Harper Metzger. Rebecca Ruth Myers. Jacob Ethan Miles. Dean Pickett McKinney. Joshua Reed Miller. Alexa Brooke Millwood. Alexander Rue Minahan. Brian Joel Miranda Valier. Cooper Davis Mitchell. Salil Ramon Mitchell. Liliana Marie Malo. Vince Gavri Montases. Roberto Messias Montegro Souza. David Joseph Moore Jr. Tanaya Nicole Moore. Andre Sebastian Morales. Kiara Morello. Tomath Fuad Morgan. Levi Austin Morris. Alyssa Page Morrison. Shahinja Mozik. Carly K. Moss. Danielle Jakira Murphy. Michael Chase McCoy Murray. Maddox Jackson Music. Joshua Nuaje Muvalduga. Sanja Saji Nair. Amron Jaylene Lamontre Neely. Ariana Sanasia Neely. Zion Labrice Neely. Reagan Marie Newman. Chloe Diamhan Wynn. Caitlin Wynn. Long Juan Thien Wynn. Max Du Nguyen. Anna Frances Nitchie. Jameson Marie Noonan. Cody Joshua Noel. Tyler Christopher Otwell. Charlotte Emily Overman. Jacob Nathaniel Paven. Lauren Grace Pageant. Jeffrey Thomas Papin. Curtis James Papke. Colby Allen Pass. Anisha Patel. Gia Rakesh Patel. Sanvi Sehul Patel. Grace Anna Patterson. Julia Elizabeth Hayden. Elder Gustavo Perez Ramos. Devin Dante Pittman. Craig Allen Seth Plummer. James Allen Poloskek Jr. Claire Lorraine Pollock. Anna Rose Pollard. Christian Matthew Powers. Darian Khalib O'Shea Presley. Jack Arthur Pronti. Anthony Desmond Pryor. Diego Ramirez Gutierrez. Anaya Janice Randolph. Sabrina Orathai Randolph. Jordan David Rangel Almaderez. Garrett Larson Radales. Marley Bryce Ray. Charlie Patrick Ray. Annie Reese Reagan. Chase Michael Rajeski. Dylan Gino Ray Herman Relio. Sean Wesley Rice. Helen Margarita Rivero Flores. Jacinto Javier Rivero Puertas. Shaslyn Anaya Robinson. Grace Ethne Robinson. Obed Rodriguez Pacina. Sherilyn Rodriguez Zapata. Rosaline Rosales Mejia. Jaden Amaria Roseborough. Dylan Jude Ross. Owen Michael Rossi. Danica Jade Ruffton Scrumolo. Ashley Marie Russo. Drew Ruth. Haley Marisol Sanchez. Carla Samira Sanchez Pina. Carson Edward Sanford. Jacob Alexander Sanford. Shihab Sarar. Austin Todd Sarvis. Daniel Andreas Seogo. Ethan Zachary Shire. Bennett William Schmidt. Matthew Joseph Seegers. Juan David Sepulveda Vega. Upaolwa Rufus Olwasani Shawanea. Callie Gray 6. Lila Rose Scroven. Addison Caitlin Smith. Clarence Henry Smith. Daniel Townsend Smith. Jace Michael Smith. Logan Gabriel Smith. Tyra Jocelyn Smith. Landon Mark Snuffer. William McCanna Souza. Elliot Jeremiah Sparks. Trustin Javon Speaks. Peter Arsenio Spinello. Kieric Dupree Spratt. Aman Shreta. Jashawn Trevon Stanfield. Sloan McKenna Stewart. John Lee Strickland. Tyshawn Supreme Strutchin. Rachel Catherine Studer. Gabriella Margaret Sapsura. Eva Gabriella Tapia. Quinn Lawrence Tausen. Landon Jonte Thames. Camden Jacob Tyson. Jacob Matthew Thomas. Julie Catherine Elizabeth Toller. Enoch Tonkin. Natalie Grace Tover. Andrew Michael Truett. Sadie Joy Tucker. Maki Daniel Valentine Collog. Olivia Madeline Bandreeson. Brandon Matthew Veliquez. Ramon Venable. Rashawn Venable. Delaney Madison Vickery. Ella Jean Voss. Cohen Thon Vu. Min Wong Vu. Jaden McCrae Waldo. Natalie Page Wallen. Muzi Wang. Jamarian DeAndre Ware. Caitlin Ann Weiss. Emily Catherine Wheeler. Colton Brian White. Caleb Jamakal White. Hazel Olivia Whiteoff. Asia Lynn Williams. Isaiah Bruce Williams. Cynthia Grace Williams Festa. Connor Michael Williamson. Kayla Anaya Wilmore. Sabrina Faith Wilson. Grayson Edward Wolter. Justin Beckett Washi. Yihong Ye. Ava Noel York. Jace Nigel Young. Yasaji Yun. Cassidy Claire Zubin. Jenny Aiden Thong. Macy Sarah Zolkos. Zachary Allen Zolkos. Owen James Zawaski.
At this time, will the Nation Forward High School class of 2025 please rise? By the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina through the Fort Mill School District Board of Trustees, I now declare you graduates of Nation Forward High School. There you go. At this time, please stand and join Natalie Burns in the singing of our alma mater and remain standing until the last graduate has exited the Coliseum.
Soaring high against the sky, we'll spread our wings and fly. With twists and turns along the trail, the choice is ours to never fail. Oh,
first date. You and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I fill up your plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family's doing okay. And leaving, getting a taxi, kissing the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.